Hi, I'm Mabel. This month, our theme is about entering the real world. Well, the real world can be a very scary place for many people joining the workforce right after college. It was certainly intimidating for me on my first job on many levels. Well, number one, it was New York. Number two is TV news. Number three, I was the only Asian in the entire TV newsroom, born not only outside of New York, but outside of America. So at the beginning, I felt like a tourist looking in from the outside. But very quickly, that sort of tourist mindset faded. Why? I was into my work. I think that is key. Get into your work. My first job was a news assistant. It involved gathering news for a story, talking to the people, interviewing people, and communicating that with my team. So the whole process of telling story and sharing information energized me. I got into my work very quickly. And I think that is the key. Get into your work. Happiness starts with your mindset. Well, of course, getting into your work is a lot easier to do if your job is your passion, what you love to do. But I think a big part of entering the real world is about getting into your company as well. Tune into your company, your boss, your team. What is the brand of your company? What is your team culture like? How can you be more proactive instead of reactive? I remember my first job at this TV station was all about breaking news to our audience, being first, fast, and accurate. And my boss's priorities are all about that, plus humor. He always finds a way to crack a joke, even when we're running and gunning, trying to get the story on the phone or in the car. I remember one time I was in a car with a TV reporter. We're on the way to a 5-alarm fire in an apartment building. We were told that children and women may be inside. We were really nervous. We didn't know what to do. Our boss was so on top of things. He got on the phone, he gave us direction, he gave us orders, whom to interview, how to get the news. We got the story. We got back into the car. I mean, we're like, okay, now what else is new? What's next? He goes, all right, now listen, get me a piece of steak and a beer. And my reporter and I were looking at each other. What was he talking about? He cracked up. He made us laugh. Well, that shows his human side, how he handles stress through humor. Well, that was a great lesson for me. I try to handle stress with humor as well, no matter how silly the jokes. It works almost every time. I think that when you're able to find fun together, you build team spirit and you build rapport. And that's really key to building relationships. Finally, keep in mind your future. Your future, believe it or not, depends a lot on how well you're able to form relationships. How you act and interact with your boss and your team and everyone in the company, above you and below you, will paint a picture about you, your brand. Are you competent? Are you friendly? Are you fun? Are you positive? Are you nice? Often your performance and your personality go hand in hand in determining whether your boss or your peers will endorse you or recommend you for that next job you've always wanted. So get into your work, tune into your company, keep in mind your future. Until then, stay well, be involved. Let us know what's going on in your world.